Welcome to AI Unfiltered, the show that cuts through the hype and brings you the authentic side of artificial intelligence. I'm your host, Mark Smith, and in each episode, I sit down one-on-one with AI innovators and industry leaders from around the world. Together, we explore real-world AI applications, share practical insights, and discuss how businesses are implementing responsible, ethical, and trustworthy AI. Let's dive into the conversation and see how AI can transform your business today. Welcome back to the AI Unfiltered show. Today, I'm joined by Vlad. He's based in San Francisco. Vlad, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for the invitation. It's a pleasure and honor. And as I've heard recently, we're going to have fun.
We're going to have fun. And why don't we start with that? Food, family, and fun. What do they mean to you?
Food, of course, it's Ukrainian, but also I traveled a lot. Ukrainian just reminds home. So like borscht is also some specific things like kotlety with potatoes, which my grandma was doing. So, and I think like if we take AI as like something not that much human, so food is on the other side of that equation for me. Family is son. He's 3, and every day it's a mind-blowing experience. So I don't even know how to transfer that knowledge to my friends. I don't like, and I mean I do it for life. I transfer knowledge. This I don't know. It's unbelievable and fun. Fun. Gaming actually defined who I am and saved me a few times, and not just me. So. I love games, and I wish I had more like physical D&D.
Yeah.
But I love video games. But the honest answer, which I realized not that long time ago, maybe a couple of weeks, was that work started to be actually, yeah. It became also a game, so much fun game that I didn't play video games for some months already, which is so new for me.
I can understand that. Particularly in the start of 2026, because I feel in the AI space, there's been a big change and things are accelerating at a rate that the last 3 years, unbelievable. Now, I have a 3-year-old son as well, so I know what you're going through. Yes, and I love it. Absolutely amazing. He's a joy. He's off at daycare at the moment.
Mine too.
Yeah. Tell me though, bring me up to speed. What are you doing in the AI sphere? What's your focus? And then we'll get into the year ahead.
We're doing a very personal AI assistant. Like you're multi-tool employee 24/7, working for you, even when you sleep, and doing everything you want. And something even what you don't imagine. So it's a very personal, but take it as a staff member, but on top of everything, what you would ever like.
It sounds like OpenClaw.
It actually uses some of the technology of the OpenClaw, but what I didn't, I actually, probably part of seeing patterns is that I'm a geek. So I read a lot of sci-fi. I drill down to some crazy geeky stuff. So when OpenClaw was there, I failed to use it myself because it took too much time. So I'm not a technological person. I have like masters in history, so to spend hours too much. But I watched a lot of videos. I've read a lot of feedbacks, and I was thinking, brilliant. Then my co-founder actually put it on my laptop, and I was like, oh no. So I need to make it right. So, and part of what we do is based on that technology. It's just my thing is it started very long time ago. Is one-click solutions. So I believe that we as human beings, it's not about like hours of learning, like I don't know, some how to use technologies or tools. My thing is to deliver those tools in the most efficient way for the human being,
Yeah.
and then what I've seen in the last couple of weeks with our thousands of customers, I will share with you whenever it's the time. But the less person knows about how AI works, the more like golden things are being born. So yes, what we do, it does sound like OpenClaw. It's an OpenClaw for my mom.
Yes, yeah, I like that. I like that. And the thing is that, and I've said to my wife, and I've been heavily on OpenClaw now for the past 3, maybe 4 weeks. This a lot of nights. And the thing is, I said, this is like one thing she said to me. 3 years ago, I bought a robotic lawnmower, and I've got an acre and a half of land, and it looks like a park. It's beautiful because of this mower maintaining it. But she said, this mower is not for everybody, because she goes, because you're technical, you're always you're always doing things to make it efficient, to make it work. It stops, it breaks down. But for you, because you're technical, you just know how to handle it. She goes, my mum would never be able to do that. And when I liken this to OpenClaw, and I've spent and I've rebuilt and built and rebuilt and created my own memory models and created my own soul and all this kind of stuff, I've realized that this is 99% of people not going to bother. That ain't for them.
Yes, and it is for them. I really want them to have it. I really, really, well, that's what we do. In the last week after we connected what we've been building and patenting in the last 3 years with the open cloud technology and some other stuff. So, and I've seen not just my mom. It's literally my mom and my co-founder's mom using it heavily, and other thousands of people, but among them, we didn't do any marketing. I was just outreaching friends and friends of friends yet. And even my mom was asking, can I share the link with my friends? I said, yeah, mom, you can. Why would you ask? So, but and every evening, the way we build it is that it learns from every person's spot what tools were built, and it takes those tools and then repopulates it to everyone. So in the morning, whenever some other person, even me, would ask to do something, it will be done like this. Because some stuff, people just don't know it doesn't work this way. And one person, for example, wanted to record a music video, audio, the track, and he asked to create a track and then to publish it on SoundCloud and Spotify. And he didn't know that it shouldn't work this way. And in 12 hours, it worked. I was like, and I've seen people there's the woman where she lost the job and she was thinking what to do. And she wrote a book because she's an HR pro for life. So she practiced all the experience just talking to the bot, not learning something. She was just talking. It was voice messages and just talking. And then she put together the book, published it on Amazon, and actually got some sales already. Our VC friend, I wouldn't even think about that as well. He asked, I call mine Alice. So that's his how. Actually, the way people call the bots never talk connecting, but I don't know why. But 25, I think for now, people called it Kai. They don't know each other, but they did. And then that VC guy, if he would ask me before about it, I would say not yet. But he didn't. So he asked Alice, and she analyzed 308 episodes of VC podcast, put it together in a data table for him to analyze specific investment he wanted to do. I was like, okay. So I believe I am a geek for 99% of the people, but I didn't. I have enough patience to install OpenClaw before my co-founder did it for me. But then when I seen the magic and I understood that what we've been building about the understanding, he acquires on the side of whatever AI engine we have right now. Oh, by the way, the book of yours. So it takes the system from the organization and connects it from that way to people. So to leverage the AI from the I take it as a team. So
Yeah.
whatever you do, I believe it's always a team. So either like two people or more, it's a team. So you've been leveraging that and propagating it. I believe that the part where it connects is the understanding person to person communication, because this is maybe only my problem, but I lived that through to have an ability to actually now, like 90% of the time, to be able to at least be sure that wherever I'm trying to say, the person is going to understand the way I say it. It speeds up everything. So
I just jumped on your site. It's portal.ai, right? And it's only an invitation only.
Rolling out Microsoft 365 Copilot licenses isn't enough. You need an adoption plan to get people using it well. In our new book, published by Microsoft, we offer a practical guide to successful Copilot adoption. Many leaders believe in the why of Copilot and AI, but they need guidance on how, from practical frameworks to enabling champions and measuring impact. Get your copy of Microsoft 365 Copilot Adoption now from Amazon, or find a link in the show notes.
uh, uh, it's not yet an invitation only. So it's the same link in Telegram. So and it's just the website is put the link there because we've reached the limit of OpenClaw like 3 days ago, because the founder of OpenClaw, he didn't think that that technology will be used the way we use it, with thousands of customers, and we have like I think 60,000 agents for now working. Yeah, for them. Yeah, it was like 3 days. It was 30. So there was some technical limitations, but he emailed my co-founder, and then they've been tackling that. And in the last couple of weeks, we hit a few problems. Well, some where we've been banned on Google, on Anthropic, on OpenAI. So because we started to use so many tokens, they probably thought that this is something wrong is happening. But that was fixed. Things got like the valley, all the connections and investors. But that was fun. When in one day. Then some of the technical limitations of the current AI technologies, and then but the stories of people, as I said, I've only shared it with friends and friends of friends. And every morning they text me and say something good without it. Like, it's just, bro, like, what you did is amazing. Thank you so much. And it's the first time in my life. Like, before, it was always lonely because building something which you may see the pattern, but people don't. And I remember, for example, with Team Market, the first time now I have a video clip in my head. I was pitching in New York, and in the first row, there was a guy. He was literally laughing on every slide I created, and that was my first public speech.
Wow.
Yeah, but I understand him. So even for me, like half of that presentation was clear for me that we're gonna do it. The other half was like my pattern thinking and belief. But it actually became true in like 3 years, all of it. Somebody sent me the deck. I said, bro, every slide. I said, maybe. But yeah, it was before it was Skin's Cash was gains. And when they ban you in the bank and say that you have to have a proof that you are shipping video games, so send us a photo of the physical warehouse of the boxes. And I'm saying like, but there is no physical, so it's official contract with Codemasters. So this is the contract. This is the wire official to their American account. So, but they're like, it doesn't work. That's why. So I had to just print the papers and make a photos of some random warehouse. So
Amazing. Amazing. So can people, do they have to know somebody to get access at this point?
at this point, not at all. And the only answer is why the website is invitation only, because our probably hopefully that the Apple Store application will be approved from day to day, maybe today, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
And what I've learned from when we did grew from 0 to a couple of thousand users in technically it was 0 to 500 and technical thing, and then 500 to 1,000 technical thing. And now, we don't see any limitations, but we work with something nobody ever wired up like this way before. So we're gonna use it as a technical, so, but if everything works, I believe the more people join, the better. And the fun thing is that one of the very, 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 very smart people, he was here a couple of days ago, also our investor, and was like, oh, we need more architects and people who know what they do, learn it all the way to bring their knowledge. And I said, the less people know, they don't know it doesn't work this way. So they just ask you, do this and this and this for me. And it does. And then that populates to everyone as small blocks, like in Minecraft. And then, I have my own metric. It's the innovation propagation rate. So, and we have 30, maybe already 40 cases when we didn't build those tools. So people build the tools, they've been propagated, and then 35 times on top of that, other users build something new. So
wow. And is the main interface Telegram?
now, yes, hopefully Apple very soon. And then I'd be happy to give it to everyone. Telegram was the easiest and the fastest way as a battleground.
Oh man, I'm sold on Telegram. Yeah.
But then, just to manage your expectations, of course, but I am surprised every day myself using it. So
yeah, it's awesome.
Lots of interesting cases, and I can tell more, but you let me know what would you like to hear.
So tell me, what are you seeing in the step from, we've had 3 years of a chat-based experience with AI. How do you see that changing in 2026?
So I have my own experience. I talk. So but I'm different. So Gen Zs, for example, they like to talk and to hear. I read so very fast, much like I watch YouTube usually on 2x. So that's why with my Portal One, I record voice messages and then the replies I read. So I think that very fast it will be just very depending on the person, what person wants. Because I know people who change to the voice to whatever they want the voice of the person they talk to. I personally already we tried it 3 months ago to have a video conversation. We can do it. We just can't scale it to millions, but for us, we did. It works. So if you ask me, I'd rather talk to real human beings and leverage AI just to me have more time to do what I'm passionate about, rather than have a more and more time and sophisticated conversations. But that's one side. The other one is that I'm a very curious person, and every day it brings so much interesting stuff that I have to physically stop myself from working.
This is so intriguing. How does the functionality to build out a new tool work? Is it purely that I'm saying I need something, it doesn't happen, so it proactively goes away and engineers it?
Again, I can share with you the experience we have now. So, but it may be different with different people, which I also know. So, first of all, sometimes it just says I can't do it. To publish on SoundCloud and in Spotify, it took 10 hours, and 10 times he was saying, I don't take no as an answer. But when he showed me what she built, I mean, it took me years to build a business. It was 20 years ago, and it still works. It brings money. She built it in a day, downloaded tools, downloaded scripts. What? It was a team of people which I know. It would take them months. She did it. So, but for example, the most revenue based, if to take a successful customer I know now, she is an influencer, but she has a lot of subscribers. We're talking millions, but it was maybe 5-7 years ago when she was on the peak. And she tried a lot. Not many things happened. But when she asked Elle, in hers, it was she's shared by I don't know where from comes from. But anyways, when she asked for one, can you check out what's happening? So it went there, analyzed all the videos she has, all the comments, all the customers, and said like, this is what like you're missing. This is what you should do. This is what your audience really wants to hear about, and this is your tools. So if you want, I can help you out and put together stories for you. She said, okay, do it. It put together the stories, and then he said, like, actually, like, if you don't mind me, I will iterate the stories because now reading the comments and the data, I can do better stories. And overnight, she made a few $1,000s. What? And she said, I just talked, and then it put together the website for her. And
Wow.
yeah. And the beauty is that she didn't know it, like it's too hard. So she just said, please help, and it did.
Tell me about an unrecognizable world, as in the coming months. One of the things that we discussed on our pre-call was how things are going to change so much in the coming months. The way we live, the way we interact and work is potentially going to change at a much faster rate than what we've seen to date. What are your thoughts?
I can share what I feel probably because I feel better now than a couple of weeks before, because I remember like in my days when I was like fired from the TV company, when like were different things, and I've seen at what rate and how fast now people are losing their jobs. And I was sure that we will put AI to work. I was sure it will be efficient. I just didn't know how. And I knew how it's going to work for enterprises, and I've seen it. But maybe that's my thing. But well, maybe that's about LA. I don't know. But I believe that people have talents, and people have ideas, and a lot of people are probably fairly losing their job. But every technological revolution, it brings new jobs. And yes, the speed of revolution now is unbelievable. But in my head, I was liking the answer, like how, like the like how we're gonna get empowered by AI. And now I feel better because the only thing left is it's weird to say, but the only thing left is for people to believe in themselves. Everything else AI will do.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. What skills do people need to live in the intelligence age?
Like starts from believing in themselves, and then whenever they do, and this is what I've seen in our customers. I would say that that's maybe my thing or my circle thing, but this is what I've seen in our customers. And the stories are pretty, on one side emotional, on the other side like life changing for them. So as one girl said that ChatGPT always like is pleasing me. Like Wordle is arguing, but it makes me believe in myself and do shit, and it works.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, like when I say that, I go, duh, like because that's what we do believe. And then when you believe in yourself, we will bring everything we can, and then it's already probably there because the rest, this cross population thing and the communication thing already also there. So what skills? Believe in themselves, curiosity, and just one more important stuff that it's never going to be perfect. So it is like today, like in the morning, I just realized it is the same way as we are human beings. We are not perfect and never
Yeah.
will be. The same as AI. Today it hallucinates this way, tomorrow the other way. It's not going to be perfect. It's not. No, it is what it is, and that's why it's never. It's probably won't be always a win. Just keep trying. And the technologies now and how we wrap it, they make it so easy just to try again. Just believe in yourself, try it. And if Ellis published his music, like with all the IP rights and everything else, but sometimes I don't even know how it happened because the other, also I think it was a girl, she wanted also to do the website of, I don't remember what was that. And Portal said that we need to buy on the Namecheap the domain, and we need like $5 bucks. She said I don't have it. It's like he said I can't help you. He said, but please, he said, okay, let me like find something. And then in a way he did, like he did it. Okay, so And we're just in the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Probably on top of that, as I feel more safe about the future, and I'd like to share that with the other ones. I don't know how to probably communicate it, but this is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. Vlad, it's been so interesting talking to you. If people want to learn more about what you're doing, is the best place to go portal.ai?
Yeah, because I believe that it will take some time to publish the episode. At that time, we may have not just the application, not just the Telegram, but I want it all. So, and we will have it all on the website. So, yes.
I love it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It was a pleasure talking, and thank you for the questions.
You've been listening to AI Unfiltered with me, Mark Smith. If you enjoyed this episode and want to share a little kindness, please leave a review. To learn more or connect with today's guest, check out the show notes. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time, where we'll continue to uncover AI's true potential, one conversation at a time.